You know what? All of my life, I was so afraid. I was always so scared about what people think of me, and do they like me, and do they approve of me, and do they think that I'm alright, and do I think that I'm okay. All of my life, for as long as I can remember. I'm 42 and a half at the moment. All of my life, as far as I can remember, I've always been so scared. I've always been drifting from place to place, afraid that people will really get to know me and to see me and to see my imperfections. But I'm not doing that anymore. No. From now onwards, it's such a wonderful thing to say and to really mean. I choose myself. I choose to be happy. I choose to be good enough for myself, to approve of myself, to be happy without feeling guilty for being so, without feeling that I owe this to this person, owe that to that person. I choose to approve of myself, to be good enough for me. Everybody else comes second. Doesn't matter who it is. I noticed a little while ago, some mutual friends introduced me to this really, genuinely, very nice guy. Genuinely nice. And, sorry. I noticed myself being very edgy, bitchy with this guy. And I was saying to myself, why am I doing this? Like what is going on here? This person is so genuinely nice. Why am I being this way? You know? And it was subtle enough, but it was there. And I've been thinking about it the last couple of days, and I realized that I was trying to prevent myself from being hurt again. So better I be the bitch first. You know what I mean? I said, but I don't want to do that. Whether things work out with this guy or not, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be so proactively guarding myself against getting hurt that I'm rather going to make you hate me first. That's what we do when we've got broken wounds inside of us. When we don't believe that we are worthy enough or strong enough. And I've been looking for love everywhere. And whenever it was sort of becoming available to me, possible for me, I would immediately repel it. And that is love of all kinds, romantic, friendship, all of it. And I just decided I'm not going to do that anymore. It's the biggest weight off my shoulders. My amazing ThetaHealing coach asked me a couple of days ago, how has my life changed? How is my life different? And I realized that I'm more present. You know, I live in this beautiful, beautiful part of the world. It's called Greyton. It's literally a valley. It's beautiful. It's heaven on earth, literally, for me. And I've got this beautiful little Jack Russell dog. You may have seen him before. His name is Bruno. It's all over my area. And, you know, for the last 5.5 years, I've been working really, really hard, very hard, to hopefully one day be able to live this dream where I can live in like a country cottage sort of apartmenty sort of place, and have my own space, and I can go for walks, and it'll be safe, and I'll have a dog, and I'll have some fish, and I'll just be at peace. And I found it here. I found it here, and I go for these walks at night, and I look up at the stars. I feel my connection to life so profoundly. This beautiful peace, this inner calm. And I hear the wind rustle through the trees, through the leaves. And it's like this symphony of life, this orchestra. And I recognize myself, I realize myself to be part of it, to be one with it. But I've also simultaneously been feeling incredibly guilty about it, because, I'm supposed to do this for this person and that for that person, and, these dynamics expect this from me, and those expect that from me, and they probably think that I'm some horrible, terrible, cold-hearted person who has now made it in the world, and now I just don't care. But the truth is, I've been caring all of my life about everyone, so acutely, except myself. I've always been putting myself on the back burner. I've always been running to save someone. If somebody's got a problem, Adrian Nelson will be there. I've been doubting myself. You know what? I am an incredible, exceptionally gifted tarot reader. I am incredibly exceptional, really skilled at my ThetaHealing sessions, my past life regression, distance healing, massage, helping people find their light. I am just naturally gifted when it comes to that. But as much as I like it, I always felt that I had to edit myself. I was saying to somebody the other day that one of the, I suppose, the gifts that I seem to bring to the table is that when I connect with people, if I'm just in your company or online, or, if you're a client or just happen to be in the space or even in a place, I've got an energy that really elevates things. It brings out the best in people. It sort of like unlocks something magical inside of them. But I remember, I think I spent 2 minutes justifiably explaining how I'm not arrogant and I'm my ego, instead of just saying what I do. And then this beautiful person was like, well, that's what you do. And I think for 2 days, I just felt so under the radar that I didn't want this person to see me and stuff like that, because, what will you think of me? There goes the arrogant bastard. And it really got me thinking. And it really got me feeling. And you know what? I've been smoking so much weed. So much. Because if I smoke, I didn't have to be present in my life. I could alter my mind. Didn't have to feel. I could transport myself to a different place. I would use meditation for the same thing, by the way. Until earlier today, I realized that I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. And I suppose at a time like this, one can say, I don't really know what that means for my future. But I think for the first time in my whole life, I am crystal clear about what that means for my future. It means that I finally choose to be happy. I choose to not be all that concerned about what other people think about me. I choose to be concerned about what I think about myself. I choose to be concerned with, am I truly, truly happy? Am I truly at peace? Am I approving of my life? Am I approving of my choices and of my decisions? Am I happy with, how I live my life? If I was a social media account, do I have a verified blue tick? And all of a sudden, it became incredibly important to me. Did I approve of myself? Because I've always been so concerned about whether somebody else approves of me. My friends, my family, my clients, my neighbors, fuck whoever. Everybody except me. But this is my life. And I'm the person who wakes up with me and who goes through the day with me and who goes to bed with me. And I choose to no longer be afraid of myself, to no longer be afraid of my thoughts, to no longer be afraid of my heart, to no longer be afraid of my emotions. I'm a Cancerian. I'm a very emotional person. And truthfully, I always thought of it as a weakness. And, of course, you put up the facade, like nobody should mess with me. Let me sort you out. But recently I've come to find myself not needing to do that anymore. Not feeling that I should tell people off because, you don't want to mess with me type of thing. That I don't want to edit myself in how I speak. I swear like a fucking sailor, and I like it. I like the ocean and boats and sailors and anything in any case. Nautical stuff. To do what I want to do. Before I started to record this video, I ironed this beautiful, beautiful shirt that I bought a little while ago. It's like all dragons and stuff on it because, I was unleashing my dragon and I was in my power. But I said to myself, that's not what I want to wear. This is what I want to wear. Yes, people have seen me in this before. Yes, it's not the newest shirt that I have. It's not sort of like, the nicest and the top tier and whatever. But I like it. And because I like it, I'm going to wear it. Because I want to make this video, I'm going to make it. I'm going to finally let whoever wants to or comes across it or whatever the case may be, whoever's interested, to see who I am. Not to gain anybody's approval or, acknowledgement like, oh, you're so brave. Because for the longest time, I would really get off on other people's approval of me and other people's praise of me and other people say like, oh my goodness, Adrian, you're so brave and you're so capable and you're so amazing and, you're so good looking and you're such a cool guy. I would get off on that. It would make me feel worthy. It would make me happy. But the only thing that I now know so undisputedly beyond the shadow of a doubt, the only thing that will ever truly make you happy is when you are truly, honestly, completely happy with yourself, approve of yourself. That you can just say, this is me, and I am happy to be me. I wouldn't be anybody else if I could. It's wonderful to choose myself, to choose to approve of myself, to choose to be sober within my life. I want to be sober within my life. I want to be present in my life. I want to experience my life, every moment of it. And there's been amazing, wonderful, incredible moments in my life as well. Beautiful things. But there's always been that sense of trepidation. What if this one doesn't like me or approve of me or whatever really? And I'm happy to say that I can, what is today? Today is November the 1st, 2024. I am happy to say that finally, I am truly at peace within myself. That I don't just like myself or approve of myself, but I really love myself a lot. And that I love being me out of all the possibilities that I could be. And to finally be able to say that all of the hard work and the sacrifice and the hopes and the dreams and the thriving and the vision boards and the affirmations and everything that I've been doing, all the time and the money and the energy that I invested in self-development and all of those things, that I can finally truthfully say that I am at complete peace. That I can finally say yes if I want to say yes and say no if I want to say no. That my approval of myself is the number one priority in my life. That I live for me, first and foremost. My happiness, my joy, my fulfillment. Regardless of my past, regardless of my challenges and, you can call it mistakes, I choose to call it learning curves. Because all of life, all of this last 42 and a half years have brought me to this beautiful moment, right here and right now. And there is nothing in this world that I would change for that. And I specifically want to share this with the world. Not so you can say, oh my goodness, look at him. No. But in the ways that I always celebrate other people, because I genuinely want everybody to do well. Those who are ready. But to finally say, this is all about me. And that I have found that happiness that no outside source can give you. No religion, no practice, no accolade, no money, no love, no achievement can give you this. The gift of giving yourself to yourself. And it doesn't matter what happens in life going forward. This moment, right here and right now, this moment makes all of life worth living. Because in this moment, it's like I don't feel my connection to all. I feel all's connection to me. Makes all the difference. My deepest desire, my wish for you, if it resonates with you, my wish for you is that one day in life, you will get to experience what I'm feeling right now in a way that is right for you. Because my right might not be your right. We're unique beings. But what I also know is that as much as we are different, it's as much as we are the same. And I know for a fact that from this moment going onwards, whatever it is that I do, it's going to be different. And for the first time, honestly, I am excited about the future. I am confident about the future. I'm looking forward to the future. I've always been afraid of life because, how's it going to screw me over again? How's it going to let me down? But of course, I now realize what I've been saying to many other people is that I've been letting myself down. I wasn't there for myself 100%, but now I am. I see my strength. I see my beauty. I see my talents. I see my skill. I see my capability. I see how I have been suppressing myself because of fear. What might other people think and say? I've always sort of had just that little 1 foot out. That little back door open. Because if that back door is open, I can still escape. But I choose to take full, proud responsibility for my life. Thank you for listening.